Welcome to Bike Review Pro, your go-to channel for deep dives into the world of motorcycles, where machines meet adventure. Today, we turn the throttle back in time and take a close look at a legendary dual-sport bike that left its mark on the world of adventure touring, the Honda Africa Twin 650. This iconic motorcycle, officially known as the XRV 650, was the first in what would become a highly respected line of Africa Twin models. Let's explore how it earned its legacy, what made it stand out, and why it remains a beloved choice for collectors and riders alike. The origins of a legend. The story of the Africa Twin 650 begins in the late 1980s, during an era when rally racing was in full swing, and the Paris-Dakar rally captured imaginations worldwide. Honda had already tasted success in the Dakar with the NXR 750, a rally-spec bike that won the grueling race 4 times between 1986 and 1989. The Africa Twin 650, introduced in 1988, was directly inspired by this rally success. It was Honda's way of bringing the desert-conquering DNA to the masses, a production bike with real racing pedigree, built for serious overland adventure. Design and build, rugged yet refined. The XRV 650 was built to endure the extremes. It featured a rugged and purposeful design that spoke directly to its Dakar roots. With its tall stance, extended suspension travel, and wind-deflecting fairings, the Africa Twin 650 was unmistakably an adventure machine. Honda also gave it a large 24-liter fuel tank, allowing for long-range travel, which was perfect for riders dreaming of crossing continents. Despite its off-road readiness, the Africa Twin 650 was surprisingly refined on the road. The seat was comfortable, the riding position was upright and natural, and the controls were intuitive. It was as capable on a long highway journey as it was navigating dusty trails. Engine and performance, V-twin versatility. At the heart of the Africa Twin 650 was a 647cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine, derived from the Honda Transalp. This engine delivered around 57 horsepower, a number that might seem modest by today's standards but was more than adequate for its time. More importantly, the engine was incredibly smooth and reliable, a trait Honda engineers are well known for. The V-twin configuration gave the bike a unique character, with strong low to mid-range torque that made it perfect for off-road climbing and urban riding alike. Paired with a 5-speed gearbox and chain drive, it offered solid and predictable performance, even under heavy loads or tough conditions. Suspension and handling, built to roam. Adventure bikes need suspension that can handle a variety of terrains, and the Africa Twin 650 delivered. It featured long-travel front forks and a ProLink rear suspension, both of which soaked up bumps, rocks, and potholes with ease. With a dry weight of around 185 kilograms, it was manageable both on and off-road, striking a balance between sturdiness and maneuverability. On winding roads, the Africa Twin held its line confidently, and on dirt tracks, it remained planted and predictable. Riders praised its balance. This was not a bike that demanded expert skill to ride well. Whether you were a seasoned tourer or a weekend trail explorer, the Africa Twin 650 felt approachable and dependable. Technology and features, simplicity is strength. One of the Africa Twin 650's biggest strengths was its mechanical simplicity. While it didn't feature modern electronics like ABS or ride modes, it had everything an adventurer truly needed. Reliable power delivery, solid suspension, and robust construction. The dashboard offered basic analog instruments, including a speedometer, tachometer, and fuel gauge, all clearly laid out and easy to read. Another standout feature was its dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, offering respectable stopping power for the era. The bike's overall design focused on durability and ease of maintenance, key factors for long-distance riders who often found themselves far from service stations. Real-world use, a true adventure companion. In real-world conditions, the Africa Twin 650 proved itself time and time again. Riders who took it across Africa, Asia, and South America praised its reliability, comfort, and ability to handle all sorts of terrain. Whether it was sand dunes, mountain trails, or coastal highways, the Africa Twin kept pushing forward. It became a favorite among overlanders and motorcycle travelers, thanks in part to its bulletproof engine and long service intervals. It was a bike that didn't complain, didn't ask for much, and could get you out of just about any situation you found yourself in. Even today, riders reminisce about how the Africa Twin 650 made their adventures possible. The legacy lives on. Although the Africa Twin 650 was only produced for a couple of years before being succeeded by the XRV 750, its impact was significant. The 750 version expanded on the same formula, becoming an even more popular adventure bike throughout the 1990s. But it all started with the 650, Honda's first true Africa Twin. Modern iterations like the CRF 1000L and CRF 1100L Africa Twin carry the name forward, packed with advanced technology and much larger engines, but the spirit remains the same: go anywhere, tackle anything, and do it with confidence. Collectors and community, a cult classic. Today, the Honda Africa Twin 650 holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts. Clean, well-maintained examples have become increasingly rare and desirable. There's a dedicated global community of Africa Twin lovers who restore, modify, and ride these machines with pride. Its simplicity, reliability, and rally heritage have made it a cult classic. For many, it represents the golden age of adventure biking, before electronics dominated and when riding was purely about the journey, not just the machine. Conclusion: a bike that defined a genre. To sum it all up, a Honda Africa Twin 650 was more than just a motorcycle. It was a statement of endurance, capability, and the spirit of exploration. It bridged the gap between race-winning performance and real-world adventure, offering riders a tool to chase their dreams across continents. Whether you're a seasoned rider, a history buff, or someone dreaming of long-distance travel, the Africa Twin 650 deserves your respect. It helped define the adventure motorcycle segment and still inspires today's bikes with its rugged DNA. Outro: subscribe to Bike Review Pro. Thanks for joining us on this ride into the past. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the legendary Honda Africa Twin 650, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future episodes. Here at Bike Review Pro, we're all about exploring the bikes that made history and the ones shaping the future. Ride safe, and we'll see you in the next video.